So we are going to start with the next question paper, and it's from March 2019. So let's go to chapter number 7. The first question is, who developed Java language? Options are Microsoft, Google, Adobe, Sun Microsystem. So as you can see on your screen, Java is an object-oriented programming language developed by Sun Microsystem. Okay? And the correct answer is option D, Sun Microsystem. Next question is, what is the machine language for Java virtual machine known as? What is the machine language for JVM, Java virtual machine, known as? Options are Java source code, Java program code, Java application code, Java bytecode. Let's go to page number 136 to check the correct answer. Okay, so let's read this line. Programs written in Java are compiled into machine language for a computer that doesn't really exist. This so-called virtual computer is known as Java Virtual Machine or JVM. The machine language for the Java Virtual Machine is called Java bytecode. Okay? Programs written in Java are compiled into machine language for a computer that doesn't really exist. And this so-called virtual computer is known as JVM, Java Virtual Machine. And the machine language for JVM or Java Virtual Machine is called Java bytecode. Remember, after successful compilation, we were getting a .class file. After successful compilation, we were getting a .class file. So this .class file is known as Java bytecode. And then we were calling Java interpreter to read this Java bytecode. Alright. So the question is, what is the machine language for the Java virtual machine known as? And the answer is option D, Java bytecode. Next question is, what should be the extension of Java source program file? We all know the correct answer. It's option D, .java. .java is the extension for Java source program file, and .class is the extension for Java bytecode. Next question is, in Kite editor, which menu option is used to compile Java source program? Which menu option is used to compile Java source program? We all know the correct answer. And the correct answer is option C, Tools Compile. Let me show it to you once again. Here, Tools Compile. And the shortcut is Ctrl plus F7. After successful compilation, we'll get exit code 0. And once we received exit code 0, then we have to use this option Go. And the shortcut is F5. Okay, next question is, Java supports how many primitive data types? We have already discussed this question. And the correct answer is option D, 8. Java supports 8 primitive data types. The next question is, in Java, what is the default value of Boolean data type? In Java, what is the default value of Boolean data type? We have already covered this question, right? So there are basically 8 data types available in Java. And 7 out of 8 data types has 0 as its default value, except Boolean. Boolean has false as its default value. Okay, let me show it to you. So here you can see we have 8 different data types available in Java, and this last column is showing default value. So we have 0 as default value for 7 different data types and false for boolean data type, and the possible logical values for boolean data type are true or false. All right. The next question is, which of the following is not used for comment in Java? Which of the following is not used for comment in Java? We have already discussed 3 types of comments in Java. So this one is known as single line. This one is used for multi-line. And this one is used for documentation. So the correct answer is C. This is not used for comment in Java. Let me show it to you in textbook. Okay, here you can see Java supports following types of comments. The first one is single line comment. The second one is multi-line comment, and the third one is documentation comment. Okay. So the correct answer for question number 55 is option C. Now next question is, which of the following is comparison operator of Java? Which of the following is comparison operator of Java? Let's go to page number 151. Here you can see all the comparison operators or relational operators which are available in Java. And the options are plus, modulus, less than, star. So the correct answer is option C. Okay, next question 57. In Java, which of the following is used to repeat a sequence of statements over and over until some condition occurs? In Java, which of the following is used to repeat a sequence of statements over and over until some condition occurs? Options are loops, breaks, branches, sets. So let's go to page number 155 to check the correct answer. So here you can see the topic name is control structure. In general, the statements are executed sequentially one by one. Sometimes program logic needs to change the flow of this sequence. The statements that enable to control the flow of execution are considered as control structures. Okay, the statements that enable to control the flow of execution are considered as control structures. So there are 2 types of control structures available in Java. First one is loops, the second one is branches. Now loops. Loops are used to repeat a sequence of statements over and over until some condition occurs. So this is the answer of our question. Loops. What is the use of loops? Loops are used to repeat a sequence of statements over and over until some condition occurs. Branches are used to choose among 2 or more possible courses of action. So also called selective structure. Okay. Branches are used to choose among 2 or more possible courses of action, so also called selective structure. So we have 2 types of control structure available in Java. The first one is loops and the second one is branches. Now if I talk about loops, so we have 3 types of loops available in Java: for, while and do while. Okay, so there are three types of loops available in Java. If we talk about branches, then we have if and switch. I'm going to show you a program which will help you to understand about for loop, while loop and if statement. So let's see that program. So as you can see on your screen, this is a simple for loop program. Let me run it first and then I will explain it to you. So remember the steps. The first step is compilation. So we'll click on compile and then we'll wait until we get exit code 0. And I have already told you what exit code 0 means. Exit code 0 means successful compilation. And we have received our Java bytecode. Now it's time to execute it. Now see, the system is printing our output. So as you can see, the system has printed numbers from 1 to 10. And if you have observed, it was pausing for 1 second. The numbers were getting printed after 1 second of wait. And that is possible because of this line, thread.sleep 1000. Now let me explain you this for loop. So this is first thing. Then we have second thing and then we have third thing. So number 1, 2, 3. So number 1 is initialization. Number 2 is condition. And number 3 is iterator. So initialization means giving initial value. So we have a variable named I. So I is starting from 1. And then we have a condition, I less than 11. So the condition is true, right? If this condition is satisfied, the control will go inside. So inside this block, the first line is thread.sleep 1000. So 1000 is millisecond. So the system will wait for 1 second and then it will print the value of I. Okay. And then after printing the value, it will go back to this I++ iterator. Now I++ means I++ means I is equals to I plus 1. Okay. If value of I is 1 and I am writing like this I++, it means I is equals to I plus 1. So what is the previous value of I? 1 and increment by 1. So value of I will be 2, right? And after incrementing the value, it will go for condition checking. So condition will be like this, 2 less than 11. So the condition is true and if the condition is true, it will enter inside this block once again. It will wait for 1 second and then it will print the value of I, which is 2, right? And after printing, it will go back here for increment, and this time the value of I will be 3 and the condition will be 3 less than 11. So the answer is true. And if condition is satisfied, it will enter inside this and it will print the value of I. This time the value of I is 3. Alright. So it will repeat this process. until the value of I becomes 11, because after printing 10 it will go here to increment the value of I. So value of I will be 11 and condition will be 11 less than 11. So it is false. And when the condition is not satisfied or the condition is false, it will come outside this loop. And outside this for loop, we don't have anything to print. So the program ends here. If you are not able to understand each and everything at this moment, it's fine. You just have to practice 5 to 10 programs of for loop and things will start making sense to you. So don't worry about it. As of now, you just have to remember these three things. The first one is initializer or initialization. The second one is condition. And the third one is iterator. Right? So the question is, in Java, which of the following is used to repeat a sequence of statements over and over until some condition occurs? And the correct answer is option A, loops. The next question is, in Java, which statement is used to skip the following statements in a loop and continue with the next iteration? In Java, which statement is used to skip the following statements in a loop and continue with the next iteration? Options are break, continue, go, run. So let's go to page number 161 to check the correct answer. Okay, so the topic name is use of break and continue statement. The break statement is used to transfer the control outside switch or loop structure. Okay? When break is used in switch structure, it skips all the following statements and control is transferred at the first statement after the end of the switch statement. Okay? And in a loop, break statement is used to exit the loop. Break statement is used to exit the loop. When break is executed in a loop, all the following statements in a body of the loop are skipped and no further iteration takes place. Okay. The next one is continue statement. Continue statement. So continue statement is used to skip the following statements in a loop and continue with the next iteration. Okay, I understand it's not making sense to you. So let me show you an example. Then you would be able to understand it in a more better way. Okay, so here you can see we have a program. This is the same program we understood earlier. Here we have a for loop and the value of I is starting from 1. Condition is I less than 11 and the value of I is incremented by 1 in each iteration. So ignore these two lines for a moment. This thread.sleep is used to pause for a second, and then we have system.out.println. It is used to print the value of I. So we have already seen the output. In output, the numbers were printed from 1 to 10, right? But this time here I have written if I equals to 5, then continue. So as we read here, use of continue statement is used to skip the following statements in a loop and continue with the next iteration. So what will happen here, as soon as the value of I becomes 5, it will skip these two lines and will continue with the next iteration. Let me show it to you. First, we'll compile it and we'll wait for exit code 0, and after receiving exit code 0, we'll execute it. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see here? After 4, the 6 is printed, not 5. Because we have given a condition. If the value of I is equals to 5, then please continue. No need to go and execute these two lines. Simply continue with the next iteration. So after 5, value of I becomes 6 and the condition is true, then the value of 6 is printed right here. I hope it's making sense to you. The next one is here, program is same, but instead of using continue, I have used break statement. Let's see what will be the output of this program. First, let's compile it and let's execute it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we read about break in a loop. So in a loop, break statement is used to exit the loop. When break is executed in a loop, all the following statements in a body of the loop are skipped and no further iteration takes place. I hope now it's making sense to you. As soon as the value of I becomes 5, it enters in this block and here the system sees break statement. And the use of break statement is to terminate the loop, right? So it will simply put the control outside the for loop. So when I have used continue keyword, it was skipping that portion only and it was continuing with the next iteration. But when I have used break statement, it just stopped the loop. If the condition matches, the break statement will not continue with the next iteration. It will simply terminate the loop. Alright. So the question is, in Java, which statement is used to skip the following statements in a loop and continue with the next iteration? So we all know the correct answer. The correct answer is option B, continue. So that's it for this question paper, March 2019. Let's quickly move to the next question paper. Okay, so this is our March 2020 question paper. Let's go to chapter number 7. Okay, so the first question from March 2020 paper for chapter number 7 is, how many basic or primitive data types are supported in Java? We all know the correct answer. The correct answer is option B, 8. Next question is, which of the following is not a proper example of hexadecimal number? Which of the following is not a proper example of hexadecimal number? We have already discussed about hexadecimal number, octal numbers, decimal numbers, binary numbers, right? So in order to identify a hexadecimal number, we can simply look for a prefix 0 small x or 0 capital X. And in question they have asked not a proper example. So this is a proper example, this one is a proper example, this one is also a proper example, this is not a proper example of hexadecimal number. So the correct answer for 49 is option D, because option D is not a proper example of hexadecimal number. The next question is, which symbol is used to begin single line comment? We have already discussed about comments and we all know the correct answer. It's option C, //. The next question is, if value of A is 12.5 and value of B is 7.2, then after executing A modulus B, what will be the remainder? Let's do it. 12.5 modulus 7.2. So it means divide 12.5 by 7.2, 1 time, 7.2, 5 minus 2, 3, 12 minus 7, 5. So 5.3 is our remainder and 1 is quotient. And we all know if modular sign is being used, then we have to consider the remainder. It's 5.3. So the correct answer is option D, 5.3. The next question is, which of the following is a proper option for the statement A not equal to B? We have already discussed about comparison or relational operator, and we all know the correct answer. The correct answer is option D. Okay, next question is, if the conditional ternary is next is equals to n modulus 2 equals to 0, then question mark, n divided by 2 colon 3 into n plus 1, where n is equals to 7, then what will be the value of variable next? So this is an example of ternary operator. Let me explain it to you. So the topic is ternary operator. Let me give you an example directly. I'm saying 5 modulus 2 equals to 0, then 5 into 2 or 3 into 5. So this is the statement. Okay. This one is expression. Now, if I divide 5 by 2, 2 2s are 4, remainder is 1. So, result of this thing will be 1. 1 equals to 0. What will be the value of this thing? Or I could say, what will be the result of this expression? Remember, this is relational operator. This is used to compare left hand side's value with the right hand side's value. So 1 equals to 0? No. The result is false. And in ternary operator, this part will be executed if the result of expression is true, and this part will be executed if the result of expression is false. As of now, the result of this expression is false. So this thing will be executed and the answer would be 5 into 3, 15. Okay, good. So this is ternary operator. Okay, so let me explain it to you. So this is our expression. Then if the result of this expression will be true, then this thing will be executed. And if the result of this expression would be false, then this thing will be executed. Right? So let's check it. Right now the value of n is 7. So condition is 7 divided by 2. 2 3s are 6. 7 minus 6, 1. So the value of 7 modulus 2 is 1, right? So here we'll keep 1 and equals to 0. So what do you think? 1 is equals to 0, or I say 1 is equals to 0? No, the answer is false, or the result is false. And we know in ternary operator, if the result is false, then this thing will be executed. So here 3 into n plus 1. So according to Board's rule, first we have to solve multiplication. So 3 into n, value of n is 7. 7 into 3, it will be 21. 21 plus 1. So the final answer would be 22. So this is how a ternary operator or conditional operator gets solved. Okay, so the correct answer is 22, option A. All right. The next question is, which logical operator returns true only if its operands are different? Means one true and one false, and false otherwise. So we have different logical operators. Let's go to page number 152 to check. So here you can see the topic name is logical operators. Logical operators are also called Boolean operators as they operate on Boolean operands. So logical operations AND, OR, XOR, NOT. So we have four different types of logical operators, and we have different sign for these operators. Like for AND we are using double ampersand, for OR we are using pipe sign, for XOR we are using caret sign, and for NOT we are using exclamatory sign. Okay, so let me explain you it quickly. Here the first one is Boolean operator AND. AND is used to combine two Boolean values for logical AND operation. The result of expression A and B is true only if both the operands A and B are true. For example, x equals to 0 and y equals to 0 is true if and only if both x is equal to 0 and y equals to 0. So what is the value of x? It's 0. 0 equals to 0. So result is true. What is the value of y? 0. 0 equals to 0. So the result is true. So in this case we have two different expressions and the result of both the expressions are true. So ampersand will return true as final result. Okay. Now the next one is Boolean operator OR, and this is the sign, two vertical line characters used for OR operator. Expression A or B is true if either A is true or B is true, or if both are true. So we have three different conditions. If one expression is true or both the expressions are true, in that case OR operator will result in true. Otherwise it will give you a false result. For an example, imagine value of x is 1 and value of y is 0 for now. So 1 equals to 0. Is it true or false? It's false, right? So here you can see it's a mistake. Here it's not AND operator, it is OR operator. So the result of first expression is false, and now we have value of y is 0. 0 equals to 0, the result is true. So 1 is false, 1 is true. Here you can see either A is true or B is true, or if both are true, then this will return you true. So out of these two conditions or expressions, we have got one true, right? So the final result would be true. Okay, so just remember, if we have multiple conditions or multiple expressions, there is no need that they all must be true. If any one out of given expressions results in true, the final result would be true. Okay, but in case of AND, each and every expression must result in true. Otherwise it will give a final result as false. Okay, so the third one is Boolean NOT operator. So it results in complemented result. It results in complemented result. If the operand is true, result is false, and vice versa. Like for an example, I have written x equals to 0 and the value of x is 5. 5 equals to 0. What would be the result of this thing, it's false, right? But if you put this sign here, this will give you a true result. Now don't worry about how to use these operators and where are these operators being used. Forget about those things. As of now, you just have to keep few things in your mind, like how many logical operators are there. So 4: and, or, not, XOR. And what are the sign used for these operators. That's it. You don't have to worry about how to use it, where are these operators being used, nothing. And the last one is operator XOR. This sign is used for XOR operator, or you can say it's a exclusive OR. It returns true only if its operands are different. Like we have two different expressions, one is false, one is true. So these are different, right? In this case, we will get a true. Otherwise, we will get a false. Okay? Here you can see AND operator. If both the conditions are true, then only you will get final result as true. Otherwise, you will get false. Then we have OR operator. In OR operator, if any one expression is resulting in true, then you will get final result as true. Okay. The next one is NOT operator. The use of NOT is to complement the result. Like if you are getting true, it will give you false, and if you are getting false, you will get true. And the last one is XOR or exclusive OR. And for exclusive OR, we read that if both the operands are different, then only you will get true. Otherwise, you will get false result. Means if both the operands are same, true true or false false, in that case you will get false result. And if both the operands are different, then you will get true result. Okay? So the question is, which logical operator returns true only if its operands are different? One true and one false, and false otherwise. So the correct answer is option A, XOR. The next question is, when a variable is declared inside a block, what is it called? When a variable is declared inside a block, what is it called? Let's go to page number 156 to check it out. So here you can see a variable declared inside a block is completely inaccessible and invisible from outside that block. When a variable declaration statement is executed, memory is allocated to hold the value of the variable. When the block ends, the memory is released and is made available for reuse. The variable is said to be local to that block. Okay? So I hope you have got the correct answer. When a variable is declared inside a block, what is it called? The correct answer is option B, local. The next question is, in switch statement, if no match is found between text expression and case values, then which statement will be executed? Options are break, if else, continue, default. So let's go to page number 160 to check the correct answer. Okay, here you can see if no match is found, the default statement is executed. If no match is found, the default statement is executed. Don't worry about this switch statement thing. I'll show you an example and you will easily understand what switch statement is and what is the use of this switch statement. So the correct answer is option D, default. The next question is, by using which of the following statement the statements in a body are skipped and the control is transferred at the first statement after the switch statement? We all know the correct answer. The correct answer is option C, break. Okay, so that's it for March 2020 paper. We have covered all the questions from chapter number 7 from March 2020 paper. Now let's move to the next question paper.